Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. It's Tuesday, vendor reset day, so let's dive right in and let's check out if we have something to buy this week. And of course, tomorrow I will show you Cassie Mendoza and Danny Weaver, seeing if he will come back 3 times this week. That will be awesome. We would get 3 times triple god roll stuff. But without further ado, let's dive into our first vendor of the day. And there we are at the countdown vendor. The Carnage, the Everyday Carrier, and the Glory Days are for sale here, but they are all not really worth it in my humble opinion. You could just better leave it here and wait for the next one, because yeah, no. It's maybe the Carnage, maybe. Perfect status if you want to play with that, and then you can roll that critical hit damage away for some critical hit chance or some damage to armor, depends on what you want. But overall, not really worth going for the countdown. And there we are at the White House, and overall there's not really something great to buy. You might want to buy this Skin Breaker, but it's very, very low in attributes. You could roll that accuracy to something else, but then you have to upgrade that health damage. That's gonna set you back a lot. And the rest isn't really worth it. Maybe the Born Great if you want to still roll it in your expertise system to get it to proficient levels. But overall, it's not really worth going for the White House, so let's jump over to our clan vendor. Starting off with the Chain Killer, and this is definitely a great buy, because as we see, it comes with headshot damage already on there. Of course, then that perfect headhunter as its talent, and then roll that hazard protection away for some weapon handling. You need to optimize it. Yes, it's gonna set you back, but this is a great piece to start off with your one-shot build. One-shotting everybody, that combination with Determined. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will leave a video on the screen right now. You can just one-shot everybody, and this is a piece that you can use on that build. So definitely pick it up. Then next to that we have a 12.5% backpack from Hunter's Fury, could be decent. We have the Vector SBR with health damage on there. The rest is pretty low, so no thank you. No, this is not great. No, the rest isn't really that good if you ask me. Maybe the knee pads of Fenris if you're still looking for it. Then roll that skill damage away. And oh, look at that. The 12% protection from Elites mod is back, baby. So definitely pick a few up if you still need them. The highest is 13%. It's very hard to find. I only have 3 of those, and I always try to farm towards at least 5. So if you don't have 12% protection from Elites, at least pick up 5 in my humble opinion. And then hopefully that 13% will drop for you. Then the next one is 10.7% critical hit damage, 4.7% critical hit chance, and 4.5% duration. So that's pretty much it. So pick up that chest piece from Walker and Harris, and definitely pick up the 12% protection from Elites. And there we are at the campus, and the Punch Drunk is for sale here. 20% headshot damage on this day and age mask, 4.7% critical hit chance already on there. So you could even roll that weapon damage away for some armor core, whatever you want. If you're still looking for it, pick it up. And then next to that we have the Infantry MG5, Optimist already on there. And of course damage to target out of cover will be already on there. So you can roll that health damage away for some rate of fire, for some critical hit chance, or maybe even for some damage to armor. Whatever you think is necessary, but it's a great LMG. Then we have a holster of Golan, and this could be very interesting as well. If you want to go, for example, for a headshot build with some extra arm regeneration, you could definitely go for this holster. It's a little bit strange, but it could help you out. And the rest isn't really worth going for, so let's jump over to our next vendor. And there we are at the theater, and it's not worth it. Just skip this vendor, it's all trash, it's not worth traveling for and buying these pieces. And for the castle, you can skip it as well. It's all trash, not worth traveling for. So let's have a look what the DZs have in store for us this week. And starting with DZ East, and no, it's not worth it. So let's hope that DZ South or DZ West has something for us, or else the DZs are not really worth it this week. And there we are, DZ South, and no, again, unfortunately it's not worth traveling for. Like most weeks, maybe we have some DZ exclusives here and there, but mostly the DZs aren't worth it. Too expensive in my opinion. And there we are at our last DZ, DZ West, and no, again, it's not worth it. Just like all the other DZs, so you can skip over all the other DZs as well. So let's jump over to New York. Hopefully they have some better stuff in store for us. And there we are, first vendor in New York, and again, it's not worth it. Just skip over the first vendor in New York, maybe the whole of New York, so let's check it out with Roy. Hopefully he has some better stuff in store for us, or else you can just fully skip New York. And there we are at Roy, and it is not worth it. Not worth it at all, just like almost this whole vendor reset. In the clan vendor we can find a bunch of things you want to pick up, especially that 12% protection from elite mod. And there are a few other things you might want to pick up, but overall it's not really a great week. Hopefully Cashy is tomorrow. Cashy instead of Trashy. And if not, then Danny Weaver will be our savior in hopefully getting resetted 3 times, because last week we found him twice and we could buy the inventory twice. So hopefully if he opens up tomorrow, then closes on Thursday again, and then opens on Friday, so hopefully he will restock and we can buy a double, and hopefully next Monday that triple. Let's see, but for now, that's pretty much it. This vendor reset was kinda trash. You don't really have to look to anything except maybe for that 12% protection from elite mod and a few other smaller things. But that's it for me. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. If you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form, make sure to like this video. And of course, if you're new here and or you want to be updated about Division 2, the Division universe, and the future Division 3, because it is announced, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. PurePrime out.